happy Monday, and welcome to the first video of Daily December. I'm not gonna have an intro to say every day, so don't get excited. I'm not gonna come and greet you and make it like personalized every day. We're not gonna open, what are they called? What are they called? A advent calendar. Dude, that's good merch. No one steal that. Advent calendar. Write that down. Listen, moving in has frankly been a disaster. and it has brought me this like myriad of problems that has made it tough for me to be able to post and make what I want on YouTube. And that sucks, right? That freaking sucks. And you know, I complain about this all the time, but it's tough for me to figure out like what I want to do here. But I thought that I'd like remedy all the debilitating shit going on in my life by forcing myself to post every day and branding it as this whole thing so I'm not allowed to stop. It's awesome. And so I don't have this like high production, you know, month to show you. It's like gonna be like clips from my stream and things that I shot when I was back in Illinois, and even some stuff that's like current if I could do it in time and I have the energy to. But I wanted to start with something that I thought was like baffling to me. I was on stream and someone told me that they sent this into my Discord, but if you want to send in ideas, you can email nickisnotgreen@gmail.com and I will try to take a look. I can't promise I will, but it's worth it, maybe, to you. But anyway, someone sent something in that explained this PSA event that went on at their high school called Every 15 Minutes. Also, content warning, there is like depictions of a drunk driving accident. And there's a lot of talk about it, of course. A lot of people in my chat were familiar with it when it came up, so I decided to look into it, and it like blew my mind. Basically, the message said, my school would do this thing every 3 years where they would block off the street for something called Every 15 Minutes, and they'd fake a huge drunk driving car crash outside, and they'd cast other students as the actors. Some people at school said it was like the drama department would put it together. So they basically go on to tell me that they would have real EMTs, real cops show up. Even some schools said that like a helicopter would come and like lift the students out of the car crash. And there would be kids like covered in blood, like screaming in agony. There would be like therapy dogs. But yeah, it was a very intense thing. We watch a video of it later and it's just like the most mind-boggling thing. At least from the video we watched, it was like all these kids on like a big thing of bleachers and they were all sitting there, and then they had all these tarps covering like cars and stuff, and then they'd rip off the tarps and all these kids in the bleachers would be watching like this mock car crash. They'd have fake cars that are like destroyed and look like they've been like bursted into flames. So then they said that for like a week after, the kids who died in the car crash would basically like go to a hotel for the week. I don't know why the person in the message said they went to a hotel for a week. Why they wouldn't just be able to stay home from school. And also, why are you prying a week of this student's education away because they happen to be the kid in the car crash, unless they're trying to play it off as a real thing. So basically they have students that die. They have the student who was drunk in the car crash who plays like the perpetrator of the crime. Like he goes to jail for a week. Oh, it says they weren't allowed to see anybody, so it was like they really died or they really were sent to jail. Doesn't make sense. Going to a hotel I don't think is the same as going to hell. And then they say that the whole week there would be someone dressed as the Grim Reaper walking throughout the school and ominously hanging out in classrooms to remind them that their classmates are dead. So then what we also got to watch was a live stream of what happens at the end of the week, which is that they hold not only a mock funeral for the kids that died, but a whole mock trial in the same assembly to convict the kid who actually killed all the kids in the drunk driving crash. So they bring in like a real casket. The parents of the dead kids come in and give like these eulogies about their dead kids. And then they do a whole trial and the judge admonishes, I don't know if that's the right word. They said it in the email, but they admonish the drunk driver and sentence him to jail in front of everybody. So what we first watch on stream is like the promo video for it, where they also like shoot the drunk driving scene in like a like cinematic way, and they have like a whole guy in a Grim Reaper costume and the firemen are all there, and then there's these kids who have these like skeleton masks on. Listen, you're gonna watch me experience it all in real time. But yeah, the actual video we watch of like the fake crash happening, it's just like, it's hard to watch. It's just like this weird like dystopian thing where you see all these kids in bleachers and then they rip off the tarp and it's just like a disaster. And it seems like it's kind of traumatizing. I talk about this later in the video, but obviously the point of this isn't supposed to be like some like get scared straight thing, because getting scared straight is like you did something wrong or you're doing something wrong and you have to show the kid what their future might look like. And although that also I don't think is the morally right way to fix someone of their issues, it's better than what this is, which is just showing a horde of high school students who are innocent, who also have a diverse set of issues that probably pertain to trauma or feeling, you know, a certain way about watching a fake drunk driving car crash happen in front of you. And any one of those kids could be severely affected by it. Scaring minors into not doing something when they haven't already made a mistake, even if they have made a mistake, trying to like scare them into it is not the right way. I mean, there is literally research to prove that doing things like this don't work. Even in scared straight programs, it says that research shows that participants in scared straight programs are about 7% more likely to commit crimes afterwards than those who don't participate. So activating these things and showing people the bad parts of a certain lifestyle doesn't necessarily make them not want to do that thing in that lifestyle, because that's not how it works. People have inherent parts of them that cause them to take a certain path in their lives, and it only takes one thing to activate that. So sure, the majority of kids would see a drunk driving crash and be like, wow, that's really fucked up, and they're still gonna walk away from it feeling like shit and then not drink and drive. But then the kids who are going to become drunk drivers, that's not gonna change them, because we've already seen that people who are shown something like this, who already have shown a pattern of possibly participating in that behavior, might go on to actually do that behavior. Personally, I think traumatizing somebody is never the best way to do something, and especially in high school. Like, they're high schoolers. I remember when I was in high school, we would have like pep rallies, and the principal would he would do like the Gangnam Style. Dude, the bar for being a good principal is so low. All you have to do is do like the Gangnam Style and then like walk around the school and hand out candy and everyone will like you. But like, think about the people at home. Think about who was a good principal in your life. Were they like doing like administratively? Did they do anything that made them a good principal? It's all social. It's all social, right? You just gotta relate to the kids. You have to know your school. You have to know your community. Why am I talking about this? I guess that is the job of a principal, but don't they have another job? What do they do? Walk around all day? Get a real job, principals. Come on, guys. I think everyone should go on strike against principals. Just kidding. I love the teachers of our nation who are guiding the youth into adulthood. Anyways, what you're gonna watch now is, you know, me watching all of this stuff on stream. I'm sorry, the first couple of minutes, there's like part of my Spotify is stuck on the screen. I probably shouldn't have pointed that out. People are really gonna be bugged by that. It's only like 2 minutes long. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the first dose of Daily December. I hope I'm able to really do it all. I am really not, this is not a good idea for me to do, but I need to do something to get my channel back on track, okay? And I promise main channel videos are coming, but until then, I feel like if we post every day on this channel, we could beat the main channel if we're smart. I know it probably won't happen, but it'd be so funny. How funny would it be if we beat out the main channel in subscribers? Anyways, I appreciate you all. Thank you for watching the video, and go have fun. Dude, this is crazy. This is fake. Twitch, this is fake. This is not a real accident. This is all fake. This is all fake. What the fuck? Wait, is this a different school? No, this is Great Oak High School. No way, man. Dude, this is fake, Twitch. This is fake. This is all fake. No, what's going on? This is so weird. You can't do this. No. This is not real. What's going on? Grim Reaper. Dude, this is not real. Are you kidding me? They got the jaws of life. And what is this filter? That's the day to night filter thing going on. This is insane. Guys, this was posted 8 years ago, and this stream was 3 years ago. They're still doing it. Oh my god. What is that? Dude, what is this about? This is so weird. This is not okay. Someone sent this to me about their high school. Vero Beach High School, their annual mock DUI was presented to seniors at the school. The event is put on by the school, the drama department, and local first responders. Don't bring the drama department into this. They didn't ask for this.
And it only takes one bad decision to change it forever.
I am going to lose my mind. This is so fun. What is that? What am I watching here? I feel like I'm in some kind of goddamn simulation. Am I in a TV show? Dude, this is something they do in Community, like straight up. This is literally a bit from Community. Like, this cannot be real. I'm not buying it. Like, how is there any school that's doing this? I'm seriously just baffled right now. Can I keep playing this? Are they like laughing in the video? If I was in the audience and they ripped off those sheets and a bunch of drama kids were under there pretending to be dying in a drunk car crash, I wouldn't be taking it seriously. I would be like, yo, what the fuck is going on? This is so bad. What is this? You can't do that. It's not right. You don't need, this isn't going to teach kids not to drunk drive. Look at the kids with them. They all got white face on. Bro, what? Okay. Thank you, Matt Benton. Okay, let's start the stream. Come on. Bring them out. Nah, this is weird as fuck. Also, why are their parents here? Dude, why are their parents? Jesus, okay. Dude, what is going on? Bring them in! Bring them in! Why'd they turn down the music? What if they like with a fake gun, obviously. Like, what if they did a mock public execution in the gym room of the high school? I'm not evil. I'm not evil. This is evil. This is something they literally do. Obviously, I don't think that's a good idea. I think it's being awful. I think it would fit with the theme of what they're doing, is what I'm saying. All right. Like, I would not be surprised if they publicly put him in an electric chair, like in the room, and faked it. That would be funny, like unironically. I know it wouldn't be good, but if that happened here, it'd be crazy. Please educate yourself on intrusive thoughts. Yeah, those aren't intrusive thoughts. Those are good ideas.
On behalf of staff and students.
Oh God, I'm getting flashbacks to high school. I think I gotta take a break here.
And of how precious life is, and how one poor decision can permanently change the outcome of a life so quickly. And
yeah, you know what can permanently change the outcome of a life so quickly is if you fake the deaths of like a bunch of students in like a gruesome recreation of a drunk car crash in front of them with like blood and guts and screaming. Like that's going to drastically change the life of a lot more people. I want to see the trial. Oh, wait, they show it?
It was a tragic accident.
What's going on? No! Hold on, this is going to be awesome.
The defendant, Anthony Aldana, decided to have a drink of alcohol.
Mr. Aldana made a mistake.
Should we just do a you cringe you smoke to this? Is this bad? I mean, these are high schoolers. Like, I don't blame the high schoolers for this at all. Like this, like you could easily as a high schooler think that this is like be tricked into thinking that this is normal. But like, I just can't believe that like the administration made them do this.
This was a tragic accident. We should not punish Mr. Aldana for his one.
The defense will have you believe this tragedy was the product of a simple mistake, an accident.
Why are they shooting it like a movie all of a sudden? You have to understand that when they started this program, there's an epidemic of losing our friends. I'm going to guess this says because of drunk driving. You're being very close-minded about that, which ain't done it appreciate it because you're laughing at something that helped a lot of people and still do to this day. I disagree. I don't think it's okay to do this. I think it's super bad and super disrespectful of a school district to mock something. And I use mock in the term of like doing a mock trial of something, but also like a pretend demonstration of something that is so traumatic and so sad. I don't even know how to like explain just how dark something like that is, like experiencing that. And then to like put on a play of it is not, and forcing students to watch it and spend a week thinking about it is just not okay. It's not okay. There are so many bad things that can happen in your life with addiction or relationships or, you know, accidents or sicknesses. And the right way to teach people about these things, teach people how to be safe from things that are under their own control in a lot of instances. Drunk driving is not always under everyone's control, but that's why we try to teach as many people about it as we can. But the best way to teach people how to avoid these situations is not to traumatize them, is not to shove it inside in their faces and desensitize themselves to it because they spend a week making a big play out of it. That's not a thing. And also, yeah, scientifically, as someone says here, like being scared straight or like fear-based teaching is not a safe and not a morally okay way to teach someone a lesson, especially because this is not what we're watching here is not a punishment to these students. It's not even something that is like, because they did this thing, because they were disrespectful, now we have to scare them straight. No, they didn't do anything. They just went to school and now they have to fucking watch this. It's ridiculous. It's so gross. Like, it's very gross. I'm not someone who has experienced, you know, repercussions of drunk driving from other people or of course for myself because I don't do it. And so at the end of the day, I'm not like the spokesperson for drunk driving. I don't want to like speak for people who have like have experienced trauma from it, but at least if we're looking at it from the point of view of let's teach kids a lesson on how to be safe and how to avoid putting themselves or others in risk in every situation across the board, this is not the way to do it. It's not. You don't show kids an overdose to trick them into not doing drugs. You know, I don't want to get like very graphic about it. About different, you know, we don't need to like go into examples, but my high school made one kid flip out in my class and throw chairs and start to attack the teacher just to see how he would react to teach us some lessons about psychology. It was so fucked up, and the moment they came back into the classroom was eerie AF. It makes sense why you want to figure out a way to make it better, and taking a step in the right direction is always welcome. But this is not taking a step in the right direction. It's not. If you think I'm being disrespectful, I apologize, but I unfortunately I don't agree, and I'm going to continue watching this and making fun of it. Something that's really important to note about the town where this takes place in is that almost all the drunk driving in that town is from students' parents. Temecula is a huge winery area. There's a huge amount of drunk driving deaths, but it's adults. The adults in the area are very image focused. Instead of taking the blame for being a drunk community, they would point it at the students. Yeah, and you know, there's a part of it that people would say, you know, is just trying to avoid bringing people in the future to be drunk drivers. You know, they could look at the adults and be like, well, let's see what we can do with the students. But that's something that you show to people who are, and it's still not. This is something that you'd show to people who need to get a reality check about it, not to kids who have the potential to be adults who would do that. If the adults are the ones that are doing the drunk driving deaths, you need to teach the adults now, because people are dying now. And you need to figure out a better way to teach students down the line, which people are young, and it's easy to instill a message in kids while they're young, and you don't need to do it through freaking them out. It's not right. Anyways, let's not get too serious about it. I just don't, it's just like, don't come into stream and be like, you're disrespecting people who get a lot out of this. Who's getting a lot out of this? Who walked away from this being like, I really learned, I really changed. Like, I'd really love to know why. Because I think there's going to be more people who are like, I could have done without this. It made me feel kind of like shit.
The reality is, this was no accident.
This is not cool. Like, this is not the right way to do it. What are you doing, dude?
And it doesn't matter how long Anthony goes to prison for, he's going to have to live with what he did for the rest of his life. And I want to tell you that Anthony is not actually looking at 15 years to life if he's charged with murder. For each person he killed, it's 15 years to life. So now, I didn't do great at math, but I can tell you that that is 60 years to life.
It's such a weird thing to preface it with. Like, I get what she's going for. I'm not good at math. But it's like, dude, come on. He's a kid going to jail for life for drunk driving. Get fucked, Anthony.
In prison.
They should all like kick him in the ground afterwards.
His life is done for him. For all the hopes and dreams he had, it's done. But at least he gets to live another day, because the victims don't.
Get owned, Anthony.
I asked you what was the legal limit in California. Everyone's probably going to say a .08.
0.08 is like really high. Like, you have to be pretty drunk to hit a .08. Anyways, don't drink and drive, kids. Don't do it.